Yesterday, on May 13th, 2022, I was awake, but my eyes were closed. I started having this vision of a woman's chest area. And it was covered, so it was decent. But I knew the woman was the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. And I was wondering, why am I seeing Nancy Pelosi? Then the phone rang, and it was a friend. And she's prophetic, and when we started talking, we're on the phone for quite a while. And I mentioned about this Nancy Pelosi thing and how it was throwing me for a loop. And then when I got off the phone, I needed to pray about it, regarding what it meant. Now, when she called me, it was because something came up to her, and she knew she needed to call me right away. So it's like seeing the hand of God regarding the timing. While I'm having a vision, she's getting pressed to call me, so she called. And I'm still trying to figure out what is this thing about Nancy Pelosi? And later in the conversation, she said, Babel. And when she said it, it's like, okay. Because there are times when Nancy Pelosi, she speaks, and it's like gibberish. Really don't know what she's saying. It is incoherent. And yes, she's getting up there in age, and there are others like her. When she said Babel, she said some other things. But this is what I was reminded of. In Genesis 11, when they tried building the Tower of Babel. And I'll read from verses 6 through 9. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. Therefore the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth, and from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth. So the vision regarding Nancy Pelosi. Not quite sure why it was her chest. In time I'll know. But knowing that there are times when she speaks, and it's like Babel. Can't really understand what she's saying. And she may not understand what she's saying. Her mind may be thinking the words are coming out right, but it's not. I know we make mistakes at times, but with her it's more evident. But also part of this, there are times when she says things like she's glorifying the Lord, and then next moment she's saying stuff and it's glorifying the devil. It's kind of like, which God do you serve? Now in Genesis 11, they're building a city. They're trying to build a building towards the sky. They'd come together to do it, but the Lord scattered their language. So the way Speaker Pelosi speaks at times, and it's incoherent. Some people have accused her of being an alcoholic because she speaks like she's drunk at times. I saw something, I think it was yesterday, that mentioned that she doesn't drink. If that's the case, it's more profound, where if she doesn't drink, but at times she sounds like an alcoholic or being of the wrong spirit. Building a tower was a physical thing. But in today, building something doesn't have to be physical. It could be coming together like one world. But coming together, not necessarily in a physical way. Not building a physical structure, but building a one world government. When the Lord scatters or confuses the language, Babel, then what they were building will crumble. Times and seasons are in the Lord's hands. There are certain things that will happen, but they will not happen until the restrainer is removed and the devil is allowed to operate to make way for the Antichrist. Of course, the Antichrist may seem a little bit confusing because he will come in pretending as if he is God. But after a while, it'll be clear that he is not. And he will lead many astray. He will lead a one world government. But that will not happen until the Lord God allows it. So there are different ways the Lord can thwart the enemy's plans. One of the ways is with Babel. So if you hear or see other leaders of nations coming down with things that affect their speech. Genesis 11, Babel. Nothing happens until the Lord lets it happen. Even the devil's most grandiose plans. Times and seasons are in the Lord's hands. And when it's not time, he knows how to scatter the enemy, bring confusion into their plan, and even have them expose their plans with their deeds and with the words of their mouth. I'm not sure when I'm going to release a message, but as I mentioned, this came up yesterday on May 13th, 2022. The language you need to speak is the language of the Most High God. And God is love. And God is the truth. God bless you. And Jesus the Christ is Lord.